What's up, child of God? Good vibes, Earthlings. How are you doing today? Taking you through this episode, I'll be your host, Y311H. And today, we shall be going through some creepy and woke videos that might leave you, my friend, in a shock. And as we go all through all these videos, our intention is to spread our message to the whole world. This message, my friend, is a good vibes message of unity, honesty, forgiveness, unity, peace, and not just that, love, the unconditional love of God, loving your neighbor the way you love yourself. And now, my friend, to begin the show, I'll share with you something before we start, because sharing is caring. I share with you something to feed on. Not this pineapple that I'm holding here, but this one is straight from this book, the book of wisdom. Words, my friend, that give strength to your soul. Hear to what they say today. The Lord is righteous in all his ways and loving towards all he has made. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. He fulfills the desires of those who fear him. He hears their cries and saves them. The Lord watches over all who love him, but all the wicked he will destroy. My mouth will speak in praise of the Lord. Let every creature praise his holy name forever and ever. Psalm 145 verse 17 going down. It ends by saying, let all living creature praise the Lord. Let's do so together, my friend, before we start this Good Vibes episode. Dear Lord Father, full of love and kindness, thank you for joy. Thank you, dear Lord, for your breath in us. Thank you for your precious, beautiful child, today's viewer that you've directed to this channel. We give you glory and thanks for that, Father. Thank you for reminding us of your greatness and goodness through the words from the book of wisdom. Dear Lord Father, may those words grow in us and help us to walk in your ways, Father, and to know you more. As we react to these videos, dear Lord, may we be guided by your Spirit, Father, and may your love surround and protect us, Father, till the end. We shall be thankful, dear Lord. Be merciful to this viewer and forgive them all their sins, Father. Uplift their souls, dear Lord, and do great things for them. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in.
How to get rid of a curse or hex? Here's a return to sender prayer. By the fire of justice, by the storm of the sky, all harm sent forth shall now fly. Back to the hands from which it came, twisted in sorrow, burned in shame. No harm shall touch me, no curse shall stay. This spell commands, it be cast away. The mirror stands, the shield is set. Every ill wish, every regret. Return, return to its place, back to sender, void of grace. No power left, no pain to give. This is my will, and so I live. As night follows day, as shadow follows form, every strike against me is now transformed. Twice the weight, thrice the speed, let them choke on their own misdeeds. By my decree, by my demand, return to sender by my hand.
This is wild. Cognify is a new concept for prison reform where criminals would have the choice to choose between spending tens of years behind bars or instead opt to have AI artificial memories implanted into their brain. The idea is to treat criminals like patients and permanently change their brain chemistry by implanting these artificial memories so that when they re-enter society, they are a new and completely reformed person who mentally cannot commit any more crimes. The way that it works is that depending on the severity of the crime, AI would design these false memories to be implanted that would make the person more empathetic or in some circumstances make them physically and emotionally feel the pain of their victims and their victims' families. Even though this process only takes about 7 minutes, to the subject, it would feel like it had been years. Last year, the United States government spent $8.7 billion of tax taxpayer money on the prison system. This whole process would cut that spend significantly, and we could use that extra money on healthcare, education, and other technology advancements. Not to mention, you would have a whole new group of rehabilitated.
I got an anonymous email from someone who claimed to have worked at the elite invite-only Club 33 at Disney World, the most magical place on earth, and the dark things that went on when this person was working there. The information in the email that this person shared is creepy to say the least. And honestly, this is the kind of story I live for. I love these weird, different, interesting stories. But I have to say a couple things before I start this one, because this person was so bent on being anonymous that they actually sent the email from a burner email. You can do that on the form on my website. Not many people do. They just asked me to change their name. But this person actually used a fake email to submit this story. They told me they were doing so because the confidentiality agreements that you sign when you work for Disney are so extensive, especially working at this club, that your life can be ruined if you speak on what you saw or what you did. That said, I cannot verify if any of this is true, and I spoke with my lawyer friend. He's not an entertainment lawyer, but I told him about this story, and he read the email, and he said that just to be safe, to put a disclaimer that this story is for entertainment purposes only. So, this story is for entertainment purposes only. There is no validity or truth to this that I can prove. Disney, please don't come for my head. I am a mother. I would like to bring my son there one day. I've also never been there. This person said that there's a lot of things about Disney that a lot of people don't know. For example, there's an extensive tunnel system that goes underneath the park that stretches for miles, but it's mostly not used. It's called a utilidor. And the majority of it that is used is underneath Magic Kingdom. There's nothing inherently spooky about this. It's mostly used as a cafeteria. There's some office spaces, and then there's also the zoo where characters get dressed. At one point, the park also did tours in this tunnel system, but they didn't show the lower level. This person said that they believe that one of the reasons they did tours into these tunnels was to prove that nothing sketchy was going on down there. So I don't know. Another thing this person said that many people don't know is that if you work there as a character, you're not allowed to say, I work at Disney World as Cinderella. You have to say, I'm friends with Cinderella at Disney World. Staff is not allowed to tell guests no unless they're doing something illegal. But basically, you can get away with whatever you want at Disney World as long as you're following the law. One final thing this person said was that the janitors have a habit of throwing their broom and dustpan into a river in Disney World when they retire. And the person who emailed me shared these facts that not many people know just as a way to prove their validity, I guess, or to be taken as a credible source. So you make up your own mind. And remember, all of this is alleged. Now, this person says that they worked at Club 33. They did not say how long they worked there or how they got this job, so I don't know. But Club 33 is not a secret. It is hidden in plain sight, but you can't buy your way in. You have to be invited, and the wait list stretches years. This person said they worked at Club 33 for more than 1 year, but less than 10. And during that time, it was the best job they ever had until they started noticing things that they shouldn't have. If you've been to Disney, you've probably passed it. There is just a small bronze plaque marking its entrance. On the outside, it's just a nondescript door, but on the inside, it's something else. Inside, there's a full-service bar, an expansive dining room, chandeliers, and artwork from Walt Disney's personal collection. There is even furniture that supposedly belonged to Walt Disney himself, and most people that come there just come to eat and drink and have a good, exclusive time. There are places and things inside that even most members of Club 33 don't see. And most of the time, it's normal. It's just working for very, very rich people. But the first time that this person experienced something strange was working when a very exclusive group of VIPs were in. They were in one of the private dining rooms of Club 33, but this party was strange because nobody was eating and nobody was drinking. The person who emailed me was just working, and their only duty was to make sure that no one needed anything. They were not allowed to talk and had to stand in the corner with their hands behind their back watching this group. And all this group was doing when everybody came in and was seated was sitting at the table in silence, staring at a small black box in the middle of the table. This went on for hours, and this person even said that even their managers were standing by the doors with their hands behind their back, completely expressionless. Finally, one of the members got up, picked up the black box, and left, and everybody smiled. None of them exchanged a word, but they all got up and left at the same time, and then they were normal in the lobby, smiling and laughing with each other. This person said they have no idea what was in the box. Another creepy thing that happened was that this person noticed a secret elevator. They said that Club 33 is full of hidden details, and there is an elevator that the public uses. Well, not the public, but the members. And it's amazing. It's old-fashioned. It's a lift designed to fit Walt Disney's personal taste. It's full of hidden details, but supposedly there's another elevator that this person witnessed seeing. One that supposedly doesn't exist. It was around 2 a.m. and the last of this private party of VIPs that this person was working for left. They were polishing some wine glasses when they heard a whirring, like a mechanical noise coming from behind them. So they turned around, and behind a wine rack, one of the wooden panels had slid open to reveal the inside of another elevator. This person said that the inside of this elevator looked old, like the mirrors were fogged, there were like rusted details, flickering lights, but they were facing it head on, right? Just looking in. It looks empty, and they're watching as the doors slide shut, and right before they close, they see a hand reach out, and it was small and pale. They said it was like a split second, like it almost looked like someone was trying to stop the door from closing, and then it was gone. So this this person immediately finds their manager and they say, is there another elevator in here? And the manager says, there's no other elevators besides the main one. And this person says, no, I absolutely saw an elevator. Like, there's an elevator here. And this manager says, no, I've worked here for X amount of years. There's no elevator. I would know about it. This person also said that security at Disney is like lock and key. There are cameras everywhere besides the bathroom, but there's a surprising lack of cameras inside Club 33. This person said that maybe there are cameras and they're just hidden, but this area is not under as high security or surveillance as the other areas in the park. Another weird thing about Club 33 is that it has a lot of secret rooms. They're not really secret for people who work there, but they're really just used for private meetings, high profile dinners, things that the park just doesn't want many people to know about, including park staff. There's one room that nobody is ever allowed to enter, including staff, and it's locked. This person said this door is not marked. It's just a small brass keyhole. There's no plaque on the door, nothing like that. And in the entire time that this person worked there, they never saw anyone go in or come out except for once. It was late. This person was about to leave for the night, about 2 a.m, and they saw a man in a black suit and a hat rush in and open the door. He was walking quickly, almost like he was being chased or followed by someone. He goes in, he closes the door behind him. And this person waited for as long as they could, but they never saw him come out. All of this secrecy really started weighing on the person who emailed me, and they had been considering quitting even though it was a good job. But the final straw came one night within the last 5 years. They did not say when. Club 33 was closed for a very exclusive group of VIPs. They had changed the atmosphere in the club. All of the chandeliers had been dimmed to low and the lighting was just very eerie. This person's higher ranking managers had wheeled in something covered in a sheet, and when they unveiled it in the middle of the room, this person saw that it was a wax figure of Walt Disney himself. When it was unveiled, everybody in the room went silent and all stood to face in the same direction around it. Nobody was eating, nobody was drinking. This was another party where this person was instructed to just stand in the corner with their hands behind their back. And at first they thought this figure of Walt Disney was just a wax figure until he saw it move. This person said it could have just been performance art. But this wax figure was very much alive. The chest was moving up and down as if it were breathing, and the eyes opened and closed. Once this figure opened its eyes, every single member of this VIP group who was here for this dropped to their knees and bowed their head. This person quit after that. They said that they believe that something dark is going on at Club 33 because only the most successful, most elite people are invited to join. And this person believes that they're doing something that most people aren't supposed to understand. Anytime this person asked questions to their superiors, they were told the same thing. That's not for you to know. And remember, all of this is for entertainment purposes only. All of this is alleged. I've never been to Disney World, but I would like to bring my son someday. So Disney, please don't come for my head. And if this video gets deleted, then maybe there is something to this.
Yo, my friend, well, these are strange times we are living in. All this story we've had is for entertainment purposes. But what if there could be something mysterious going on? You leave your comments down below and tell us what you think is really happening. Well, that story sounds really spooky. This seems like there is some hidden details in it. But anyway, you, my friend, are a better judge. Tell us of your thoughts and perspective down below. There's also something strange we have also seen. You see that first video with the people of a certain new prison system where people don't have to be taken to prison but have put some chip in their head and they feel the pain the other victim felt. What? That is something strange and mysterious. Sounds like the end times good vibe source. Or what do you think yourself? Hey, I wouldn't believe that is really going on. Anyway, let's continue watching. There's even more interesting stuff coming up. Make sure you don't miss out. Watch till the end kindly. Good vibes.
Que bicho é esse aqui?
Tu é doido, rapaz?
Ah,
Saia daí, rapaz, saia daí. Não brinque, não.
por quê?
Porque se esse bicho aí solta.
If you were born between the year of 1970 and 1979, I just learned that apparently you will have a brown spot, a brown dot, a brown freckle, whatever you want to call it, on your forearm. Okay? I'm 1978 and I've got it. I've got it. Do you have it?
Mark of the beast.
OpenAI fucking broke the internet yesterday when they tweeted this. For those who don't know, OpenAI is the creators of ChatGPT. They basically have or created a GPT-4o image generation, and it's fucking nuts. This shit is crazy. I'm going to show you guys some of the shit I was cooking up yesterday. This was my very first prompt. As you can see, it's nothing too crazy, not too in-depth. Create a hyper-realistic photo of P. Diddy standing on top of 100 bottles of baby oil. Look how fucking insane this photo looks. It looks real. It looks super real. Here's another one I did. Create a hyper-realistic photo of LeBron James at a Dodger game. Look at this shit. If you have a merch company or some sort of streetwear brand, you could literally take your product photos, put them into here, and say, take this hat and put it on LeBron's head. And it'll do it. I'm sure everybody has seen by now that super viral clip of Ashton Hall, the big Jack Black dude, in his morning routine. So I said, create an image of a water painting of a Saratoga water bottle, bundle of bananas, and a bowl of ice on top of a black marble counter with good lighting in the back. This is just insane. The quality and the speed at which you can get these photos at is fucking amazing.
If you've ever wondered why New Orleans smells so fresh, I finally got him.
Oh my God, you've been using the nail clippers wrong your entire life. The amount of people that are going to share this video because it will solve the problems to all your hangnails and ingrown toenails. Did you know there is a specific set for fingernails and a specific set for toenails? And people have been using the wrong sets this entire time. I'll give you a very quick explanation. Grab your favorite nail clipper, okay? It's typically the silver ones. Look at the cutting edge or the front barrel. If it is curved, that is for your fingernails. If the clipper is a little bigger than the nail clipper and has a flat and straight cutting edge, that one is for your toes. The amount of people that I see using fingernail clippers for their toes and then they're complaining as to why they suffer for ingrown toenails shocks me, baffles me, bewilders me, because it's so easy to tell. One is bigger and straight, the other one is smaller and has a curved cutting edge. I'll give you one more just because I'm a nice guy. There's even nail clippers called obliques. These obliques are great for your hangnails if you suffer from, or if you get the bigger toenail version, you could also help with your ingrown toenails. But the one that I like to use for that one is this bad boy right here. Oh man, this thing eats through ingrown toenails like it's butter, dude. My feet, beautiful. So please share the video. You've been using the wrong nail clippers your entire life, but now you know. Mind blown.
Ôi 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 ôiตัวนี้เบลอเลยนี่ตัวนี้นี่ตัวที่เขาใช้เจาะไม้มันจะเป็น2ชิ้นก็คือเขาเป็นหอย2ฝาครับอยู่ในไม้แต่เขาจะคล้ายไส้เดือนดูโอ้โหหัวโอ้ยนี่ของดีราคาแพง
Broco here with a public service announcement. Please do not flush your needles down the toilet. You see, where I work, that needle will eventually end up here into our scum pump. Then that pump will get clogged with that needle, like this one. See? It's not on. I'm going to have to pull that pump out of there, stick my hand in there and get the clog out, and hopefully not get hepatitis. So please, again, do not flush your needles.
Got
to check this out. You are not going to believe what fast food is doing to your body. I bought this literally 17 years ago. Here's the receipt. You can see I bought it 17 years ago in 2007, okay? This is a Happy Meal. You gonna believe it? Check this out. Watch this. Look at the cheese. The cheese is still intact. Look at the meat. The meat's still there. You believe that? Still has cheese on it. Still has cheese hanging around on it. Look at the nuggets. Look at the fries. They look like they've been sitting in my car for maybe a couple of days. That's about it. You got to know if you're putting this type of food in your body, the oils that are in this are literally making up your cells. And the problem is that the half-life of many of these oils is probably about 100 or so days. And so that if you eat another one of these meals, you are actually poisoning your body all over again. So guys, I can't express it enough. Stay away from the fast foods if you want to live a long, healthy life.
Take a look at this. This tower is actually rotating. It's rotating 360 degrees. And got a base right here. The base is right below, behind me there. And the whole tower rotates on this base. And you can see it's just spinning. So let me bring you up to it here. And there it is. That's 96 elements. And it's just spinning right here on this base.
See if Jesus can strike a lightning right in the middle of that field, because it's already struck and they say lightning never strikes twice. So I'm going to see if Jesus Christ or God, or I know they're in three, but whoever controls that, can make lightning strike right there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No way! No way! I just got that on camera.
Да хуй его знает. Ты будешь расколупать теперь.
Вот это ёбанёшься.
Ну там, в принципе. Я думаю, у меня была...
What is this road?
It's a little squiggly.
Were they hammered doing this road?
No, you're not tweaking. This road is squiggly because here in this road in Pennsylvania, people were speeding and the township was like, fuck it, let's make it squiggly. That's going to slow people down. And it's interesting to see how people kind of take it because some just drive straight through like doesn't matter. And then some actually do swerve. And after conducting a very scientific study, it seems like more people just go straight through it than just swerve, but some people do swerve. The other thing is after talking to some neighbors, some of them really do not like this and they're actually trying to petition to get it changed back to straight lines.
All right, we're going to do the swerving. We're going to follow the lines. Woohoo! Holy shit. Yeah, bro, that road doesn't do shit.
That's the bike. Yeah, there's a bike on it. There's nobody there.
You go. Like drive.
Yo, that's creepy. What?
I used to work at an animal hospital, and there was one family that had 2 dogs, and the 2 dogs were named Lunch and Box. Incredible use of free will. And so I said to them when they came to pick their pets up one day, hey, these are amazing names. Great job. And the wife looked at me and said, you want to know what's even crazier? They were named that before we met each other. So the wife, I think it was the wife had Lunch and the husband had Box. And then when they met and started dating, they found out that their dogs were named Lunch and Box, and together they made Lunchbox. Or Box Lunch. And that's how you know there are people out there meant for you, you know? Like is that not? I need someone to celebrate this with me, please.
That story is quite hilarious. You see? Sounds like a fairy love story. Can you imagine that wonderful source? That is incredible. It's like meeting someone out there that has a pet which has a name that connects with. Okay, how the story connected, the lunchbox did. That is one incredible story. You see, it sounds like a fairy story. It's even hard to believe that it is real. Myself, I can't believe that, but I hope the athletes out there were honest in that story. Anyway, about honesty and the other virtues we talk about, good vibes, peace, unity, all those virtues. Good vibes, so child of God. I hope you have gotten to understand how those virtues can be helpful through the videos we've just seen today. And if we spread them together, child of God, we can always do incredible stuff. Through today's videos, I've been your host, Y311H, and it's been a pleasure being with you. I hope we meet in this next episode.